So today is a pretty special day, beginning of January 2021, and I'm going on a trail to a waterfall that's been closed for the last 3 years. In 2017, there was a big fire in the gorge caused by fireworks, and it burned a huge swath of the forest. So it's been closed to allow, the growth to come back and to kind of allow things to get back to normal. And they had to do a lot of trail work. They had to rebuild bridges, footpaths, and it's very recently opened. Like in the last week, it has been reopened. And I'm hiking out to Elowah Falls. It's gorgeous out here. Let me show you what it looks like. It's gorgeous in a stark way, I guess, because the trees are just charred. Some of them are dead, some of them are barely clinging on. But let me show you what it looks like. So the hike in was actually pretty easy, not too bad, but the falls are just kicking, so there's a lot of spray coming off, so I'm not going to be able to get too close because there's going to be condensation and water on the lens within seconds. There's still a lot of fog that's hanging around, low clouds and stuff, which could be some kind of cool stuff. It's a really tall fall, so let me look around and find a composition, and then I will share it with you. Okay, I think I found a composition. If you can hear me over the waterfall, the spray is like, luckily the wind's going in the opposite direction, or at least a little bit away from me, otherwise it'd be impossible. And it's still like, it's pretty difficult totally having to wipe the lens off like between every shot and cover it. But let me show you what it looks like. If I can get my camera turned around. So I've got about 1/4 of a second f11, and that's the shot that I got. I love the fog up here in the top. It just really makes it a nice and soft. 1/4 of a second gives me a lot of detail in the water, the power of the water that's coming down, and then off to the left, I've got the creek that goes off as the water goes down, down over here. So I think this is pretty nice. I didn't get the top of the falls because I don't really think I need it. Again, once you get way, 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 way up there, it's just a big blob of white sky, and it just really doesn't add much to the photograph. I'm going to try to find a couple of other spots, but it's going to be hard because the waterfall has got so much flow that the spray makes it next to impossible. And the other thing is, getting a bit further away might be an option, but with all of these trees, I can maybe find something. So I'm going to hike around, explore some more. But I think this first shot is really going to turn out really nice with the fog in the background. I really, really like it. So hiking up the trail on the opposite side that I came down on, there's really not much of a shot. Looking back this way, there's these two nice trees that would frame the falls, but there's a lot of dead stuff right in here, and it really kind of cuts into the falls. And while it's okay, I don't think it's great. And one thing that I always do is, instead of setting up a tripod and pulling out your camera and testing something, if you're not sure, I just grab my phone, you know, and then you can just get a shot. You know, I can just take a shot and, you know, get a good idea if a composition is going to work or not. And it's very fast. You take a look at it and you can kind of zoom in. It's a much bigger screen here than it is on even the back of your camera. And you can hold it up, especially for somebody with bad eyesight like me. I can get it really close. But this is an excellent tool to use when you're hunting for compositions, because it allows you to very easily get low, get high, move around, and especially with the new 12, I've got a wide angle lens, which is 14 millimeters, and then I've got the 1X and then the 2X, which is around 50 millimeters. If you haven't seen my video on reviewing the iPhone 12 Pro camera against my Sony, I'll link it right here. So now I'm headed to a second set of waterfalls further up the trail from Elowah. So my composition is going to be very similar to what you're seeing right now. Falls are going to be in the right. I'm going to have plenty of the leading line from the creek up here. I'll have some of the trees, and then I'll pick up just a little bit of the creek as it flows down. And I'm going to switch to the 16 to 35. I want to be able to get more of that forest at the very top of the falls. And 24 to 105, I can't get any wider. And it's also not allowing me to quite get down into the bottom of the at the bottom of the falls as well as I'd like either. So I'm going to switch. So I'm going to swap lenses and see if that works better. Yes. So the 16 to 35 is going to work a lot better. I'm at about 18 millimeters, just right under 20. And I've gotten this great fog up in the top of the waterfalls, up in the trees, that's going to give nice separation and just be a nice added bonus to shooting just the falls on a clear day. So if you notice on the back of the screen, the shot I just took, there's the highlight alert is on the top of those waterfalls. And I'm at a 1/6 of a second, which is where I like my water flow, f11, ISO 160. So what I'm going to have to do in order to keep that shutter speed where I want it, and I need that depth of field because there's some branches and trees that are closer that I want to make sure are sharp. So f11 is where I'm going to have to be. So I'm going to play with that ISO to make sure I can dial in and get rid of those blinkies in the background. And I'll probably have to blend just those two shots so that these highlights up here in the falls don't get blown out and they look good. So before I show you the photographs that I captured today, please hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos that I release each and every single Wednesday. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time.